It's cold this morning. Okay. Sovereign Day. I think I'm in day 14. I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. I'm not in the zone yet. Give me a minute. Okay. I better hold this phone. Alright. So, daily musings from the tub. Day, I think it's 14. I think it's 2 weeks. So, I received an email yesterday I would like to talk about, and I'm going to paraphrase it. I'm obviously not going to hit the person up in here or read the email out or anything, but I'm going to, and this is just my perspective, so if it was yourself that sent the email, I'm just opening this up for conversation. That's all I'm doing, because I think it's important. Because there's no right, there's no wrong, but I'd like to talk about it. So, I received an email basically asking if I knew, and it had to be an intuitive empath, that would be willing to, this person said they'd been blocked through various things regarding their twin flame, multidimensionality, for over 15 years. And they asked if I had or knew somebody that it had to be an intuitive empath that would basically go in, take their pain or their suffering or their block as their own, and then heal it. And again, I'm paraphrasing. It was a bigger email than this, but this is kind of the gist of it. And I'd replied, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is contravening, from my perspective and my belief and my experience, spiritual law. And is not something that I would ever be willing to do, nor would I suggest anybody else do this. Now, there may be people that do this, and that's their choice, and if that's their work that they're called to do, then that's theirs. But from where I am, it isn't how I would go about things. And I was very honest with this person, and I have to stay in my integrity. I have to stay in truth. From experience, there's far too many people within the spiritual community that'll go, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then they'll just take the money and tell the person what they want to hear. Okay, that's going to trigger some people. It's my truth. So it's not who I am. It's not what I am, and I have to stay in my integrity, and I have to speak my truth. And I'm not quite sure this person wanted to hear it. So there's a much bigger conversation that can be had about this. I think that if there's something that we're trying to heal, and we've been trying to heal for 15 years, if we're pulled to somebody to send them an email, perhaps we let that person decide how is best for us to go forward. We all have very specific skill sets, and I'm not saying there aren't intuitive empaths that have this skill set and they're happy to use them. My belief system leaves me in a place where I think it contravenes karmic laws and spiritual law, and I just wouldn't do it. However, there are other ways I could have helped this person. But they had very specific blinkers on, almost, of how this had to be done. And you know, I'm not a chiropath. But if I was to go to a chiropath to help me, I wouldn't tell that chiropath how to help me, because I would trust that I met that person and they have the expertise and the knowledge to be able to do what needs done. So there's that. But it's really got me thinking about spiritual law, and there's been a whole, you know, thousands and thousands, if not millions of people waking up again that maybe aren't aware of these spiritual laws. So I'm going to come in a little bit later and do a live about spiritual laws. I think it's quite important. And as always, this is only my perspective. This is only my truth. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just saying that from where I am, that isn't something that I would do. I believe we're here to learn lessons, and if somebody was to come in and take my lessons and heal them for me, then I'm not learning anything. And that's just my belief. That's just where I am. So I'm going to come in a little bit later, and I am going to have a little chat about spiritual laws, and because I think they're important. They govern this universe, and yeah, I'm gonna have a little chat about them. So I'm gonna come on live a little bit later on. But if you are the person who sent that email, thank you. I'm very grateful, because these emails make me think, and they make me question, and it's good. It's good for me to do that. So thank you, and I really do hope that you get the help that you're seeking out there. I love you all. Have a sovereign day, and I hope to see you live a little bit later on.